Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Tesalino with Elevate Chiropractic coming to you live here on our webcast of Raising Elevated Families. Today we have a special guest and very appreciative for you coming on here, Daniela Escobar with Ready Nanny. This is a particular area. I know I've had a lot of our practice members asking if we knew anybody that can connect them with they need a nanny and they're going back to work and they just need some additional hands on deck. But I know you've got a lot of experience, particularly with what you have in your service that you provide here, which resonates very well with what we do. And many of the viewers out there know what we do. We're very focused on infants and kids and pregnant moms and moms and families, whether it be, all ages from infants all the way through those teens and moms to be. So we take care of the pregnant moms and kids with breastfeeding challenges and ear infections and digestional challenges, to moms wanting to have and do their best throughout pregnancy and also prepare their bodies for labor and delivery. But for you today, we're going to be focusing on you. So I'd like to ask you, number one, overall, I always this is my number one first question is, who are you? Give the viewers a little bit of a background of who you are and how you got to where you are right now.
Okay. Well, hi, everyone. Hi, Thomas. Thank you for having me. You can tell I have an accent. I'm originally from South America. And I started nannying about 12 years ago, and about 2.5 years ago. So throughout my years of experience as a nanny, I have worked with quadruplets, I have worked with newborns, I have worked with special needs children. And so that's a very broad, experience. So throughout all those years, I connected families. I'm a people's person. I'm a connector naturally. So I connected families with other nannies friends that I met. And like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years, I started Ready Nanny because I saw the gap between finding the nannies and the families and how to connect them. Right. So I saw the need and I just felt like, for example, like with care.com was it, like an online service. Anybody can open a profile. Right? It could be a person that works at Starbucks and, I want a nanny. Right. So all these families that go look for their nannies there, they're necessarily interviewing or connecting with professionals in the field. Mm-hmm. So that's when we come in. And yes, it all came from the help. I wanted to help people to connect with qualified caregivers according to the unique needs, because each family is different too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you've got, first and foremost, you've got a past experience with being a nanny yourself. So you understand what it's like to be a nanny. For how many years did you nanny for?
I did it for 11.
11 years.
Yes.
And from what you said, you've got experience across the board, from infants to special needs to kids.
Multiples, yeah.
Multiples too. Yeah, that's a whole other level to
experience. If you can do multiples, you can do anything.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. Definitely coordinating all that. You have to be very organized too, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And so your service in of itself, you look to connect parents that are looking for a nanny and to help in all areas. So what do you find that most I guess of all the people and clients that you have, to put a generality as far as who's the most common type of person that looks to connect with you? Is it a new mom? Is it a mom that's overloaded with things? Who would you say is the...
So I guess, it's everybody that have children, really. A lot of people, and we do focus in full-time and part-time nannies. And that's the difference. The difference between a nanny and a sitter is that the sitters are occasional, it's for a Friday night, it's not a constant schedule. So we don't do babysitting, we do the nannies, which is a more consistent, basis, right? So the roles that we do the most are nannies and mom's helpers. Okay. The nannies are the ones that are, the mom goes to work, the nanny is in charge of the baby on her own or the children on her own, and the mom's helper is when the mom is there and she just needs a set of extra hands. But at the same time, she wants the consistency too. Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
So anybody. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, the employees or the nannies that you connect with, as a parent, and especially I would assume, as well as, let's say, someone who's going to have this person come into their home and take care of their kid because they're leaving and going off to work. How do you provide assurance that this person is, vetted as far as they're a good person, that they're going to be right? I mean, it's like it's almost bringing on a family member, right?
Right.
So how do you come across, or how do you pick and choose, or how do you get the nannies that you help connect with other families?
Okay. So like 85% of my nannies are word of mouth for being in the business for so long. So I do interview the nannies in person. I pre-screen them. We run background checks. We check their references. We started to do personality assessments for families and nannies to make sure, the match is as accurate as we can.
Yep.
And so, yes, I mean, and by being a nanny myself, a lot of people look great in paper, but when you meet them in person, you get a different feeling. So, and I bring my holistic experience to the whole, to the whole process. It's not that, I find a great nanny, here you go. No, I make sure that person is qualified for the job. Like, if the family needs a nanny with a newborn experience, I'm not going to send a person that has been a nanny for, let's say, 8 years, but have never taken care of a baby. Because baby are special, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So
yeah,
you
so
have
that's what
the
I like.
experience of dealing with that, right?
Yes, it's a lot. Babies can be intimidating. They can be if you don't know. Yeah. Yes, if you don't know how to.
Yeah, especially if there's kiddos too, are colicky or reflux, like some of these kind of health challenges that we see in here. They take a higher level, or even let's say you dealt with some special needs kids, right? Like if you've never had experience with the special needs kids, whether it be a kid with a sensory issue or autism or ADHD or whatever it is.
Right.
You don't want to be the first one in the show,
Right. Yes, definitely. And I know there are a lot of families. I mean, there are a lot of nannies that look great in paper, like I said, but there are a lot of nannies that have I'm very specific with who I work with, and because my name is on the line as well, right? Like I'm just if I refer someone, they're not going to remember the name of the nanny. They're going to remember the service they use. Right. So, and I do feel there are a few people that have worked in the past that they have been amazing. And they don't necessarily have the experience, but I wouldn't put them in a newborn or special needs, right? Because at the same time, you have to the personality says a lot too. That's the other thing too. Like it's not just the qualification. Like the personality, if the person is it's like love working with children. If the person is self proactive, have excellent references. Is professional at whatever type of job she does. Is that says a lot about it. So I like to do the personality. I like to include the personality into the interviews and when I match them with the families as well, not just the qualifications.
That's great. So you do background checks.
Yes.
You do drug testing as well.
The drug testing, I have done it in the past, yes, but that depends on the family.
Gotcha. Okay. But they can request that if they want.
Yes, they can request that. Yeah.
So obviously, they are experienced. There's not like someone just looking to get into nannying.
No, right. No.
And that's great. I love the personality kind of profiling too, because that's very important with connected people. So let's say, to give an idea as far as the process of someone going through this, let's say they connect with you, they ask you, we need a nanny for this particular type of person, a kiddo, or what situation. What is the process from phone call to you to connecting with a nanny?
Okay, so the first thing I have them do is fill out a form, kind of to understand better their needs. As soon as I receive the form, I either do a phone interview, depends on the family schedule. I either do a phone interview, or in-person interview. I like to do better the in-person interview because it's an important piece for me to understand their needs. And I do that. Then if they give me the yes, I explain how the process goes, the fees, the hourly rates of the nannies, the agreement, all that good stuff. If everything is well with them and with me, we move forward. I start sending them profiles I start working on it and send profiles of qualified or possible candidates. Mm-hmm. And they decide they interview a few, they decide to hire one of them, I send their way. Then I'll be in touch with them for between the 3 and 6 months. I'll do follow-ups with them and the nannies as well to make sure, and we do have a guarantee period as well. Okay. That if the nanny doesn't work out within a certain time, we'll replace her.
Oh, great. And then, as far as the process from start to connecting, kind of on average, I know it's different with everybody, but how quickly could it be to be connected? Is it like a couple days? Like if someone's under, hey, I need someone now, or does it usually take 3 weeks to connect somebody?
Yeah, it depends. It could be between 1 and 3 weeks. It depends.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and the connecting part, like we got like the I guess the main thing is like that everybody's in the same page.
Correct.
You know,
Yep.
so to get to the part that everybody's in the same page, we're on the same page, the sooner we can find someone.
Correct. Yes. And I'll divulge a little bit. I know we use your services personally before in the past, and know the process. And it's nice, sitting down, connecting, and obviously going through that process it was nice for us and the family. But with anything that you, from your experience, that are common questions that many parents may have to start off with, are there any that come to your mind right now that you might be able to kind of just quickly answer for some that likely will have those questions going through their minds right now?
Right. Well, a lot of the questions, like the difference between a sitter and a nanny, that already
Mm-hmm.
explains that. And I guess a lot of people have questions about what are the nanny's duties? Like, are they supposed to do some housework? Are they only supposed to take care of the children?
Yeah.
And all that good stuff. So, like I said, we work with each family's needs, and that depends on the family. I
Yeah.
mean, nannies they're used to doing light housework, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe empty the dishwasher and everything that relates the child, whether it's laundry, washing bottles, taking the trash of the diapers and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, but if the family wants more, then it's up to them and the nanny. So, but yeah, there is no deep cleaning in nanny for sure.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a
Yeah.
lot of
So
people have that question.
yeah, I would imagine, I would imagine like when parents are like, all right, when baby's down for a nap, what are you doing? Right. Like kicking back on the couch, some covers or whatever. But yeah.
Yes, and the other thing about that too is like, because of course nanny would experience, they tend to charge a little bit more, right, per hour.
Yeah.
And the family is like, oh, but my baby sleeps, like 3 hours a day, and it's like, yeah, sure, but you're paying for the nanny's time.
Right. To be there.
Like at the time, you're paying for her experience as well. If something happens, she's gonna know how to address, and that's what you're paying for.
Right.
You're not paying like for her be sitting. Of course, like everybody wants to see everybody working, right? But yeah, you're not only, like that time that she's down, the baby's down, and you can give her more chores. Like you're paying for their experience.
Correct.
It's not that they're not doing anything.
Excellent. So what's the best way for somebody to get in touch with you?
So, my phone number, which I think is going to be.
Yeah, I just put up the website and the phone number right there.
Website and phone number is the best. Way.
Great. So they would either connect via the web or the phone, get with you, and then obviously start the process with that form, and then move on from there.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
You what?
I love to help families connect with nannies.
I know. I can imagine. It's something that I can hear even in your voice too, talking about it. As far as just looking to help and share what you do with other people. That's what we do here at Elevate too. We pride ourselves on providing an absolute top-notch service, but also too just love and passionate about helping moms and kids just have a better life. I mean, that's what it's just helping people have a better life. Community helps the community, and that's why I always say it takes a village, right, to raise these kids.
Yes.
And so we always strive to be a piece of the puzzle as far as helping our community families live a better life and be better too. So
yes, and I love how personal you are too.
Well, thank you.
Personalized, yes.
Yeah, and if there's ever anybody out there too that have any questions, because I know a lot of times, even chiropractically, people first and foremost, when we talk about we care for infants and kids, they're like, well, what? Infants and kids, right? And oftentimes, the first question is, how do you adjust a kid? And really with an infant and a kid, oftentimes it's just enough pressure to dimple a tomato. It's nothing like adjusting an adult. But there's a lot of these common questions that I am always open to via emailing me, Facebook, Instant Messenger, calling the office, whatever. I'm very open as far as just helping to answer questions too, for anybody out there that's looking to have questions about any particular area of a kiddo, and to see even if chiropractic can be a benefit for them, because we are a drug-free and a non-surgical option for a lot of different things that many people aren't aware of. So stay tuned to a lot of our, obviously, webcasts to come. We're looking to bring on more professionals just like Daniela here to help you and your family out there be better, live better, provide this service, and connect the community on a more personal basis too. So is there any last things that you'd like to mention to the viewers out there that may be coming across your mind?
Yes, no, thank you for having me, Thomas. It was fun. And
Awesome.
I'm just here for anyone that has any questions. Even I can help families that have questions about their nannies. They already have a nanny and they don't know how to address something with them. I'm available for that too.
Great, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on and being a resource for our viewers here and our families here.
Thank you, Thomas.
And our Raise and Elevated families here that we're looking to do, help build and raise elevated families here in the community. So thank you again, Daniela. And to everybody out there, until next time, be elevated.
Bye.